So as Simon said, my name is Annija. I come from Riga, Latvia, and I represent a citizen initiative platform, My Voice. My Voice is the main project of a non-governmental, non-profit organization that's called the Public Participation Foundation. And its main aim is to foster the civic participation as well as to develop digital democracy instruments in Latvia. In 2011, this platform was launched by two young active citizens who decided that there is a problem, and the problem was how to move thousands of chaotic, anonymous internet comments, comments that was made by Latvian citizens in internet forums, internet news, and how to move this to thousands of legitimate citizen voices that are about one concrete proposal and all collected in one space. So that's why the platform was created, and now it basically allows citizens to take their ideas, how to improve Latvia, what to change, and to bring these ideas to the parliament, and actually to put it in on the official agenda of the decision makers. How it works? So everyone who is a Latvian citizen and is 16 years old and of course older can submit and vote for the initiative in this portal. And after that, my Voice team works with every author individually. We give them advices how to speak with media, how to make the initiative understandable, and the most important thing is we check if the initiative isn't against our constitution. Do the initiative authors actually give not just the problem, or they're not just screaming at something for something went wrong. They're just giving real solving of the problems. So yes, after this, the initiative is published on the site. And then the most important part that is collecting signatures are happening. We are helping the authors to speak with the media. We are helping them with creative advices and normal advices how to bring their story to more general public, as well as we advise them find the support between other bigger organizations, find the support in the parliament, start talking with the parties, explain their ideas, so the discussions already can start there. And yes, after the 10,000 signatures are collected, this is the official threshold that needs to be reached in order to get this initiative mandatory in the parliament and get the vote on it. Then the more technical part begins. So it's reviewed in the parliament. After that, it's reviewed in a special commission that is responsible for these initiatives, and it's every kind of experts from NGOs, from state institutions are called together to discuss this initiative. And after that, the commission brings this idea to the parliament, and then there is a vote. They either accept it, deny it, do not accept it, deny it, or let it for further more detailed reviews and discussions, maybe in some ministry or other commissions, to know more about the initiative. So year 2016 actually was very successful. For example, quite recently one initiative was supported by Parliament, and it was one really active NGO organization that was the author behind the initiative. It gathered the necessary support between the citizens, and after that Parliament voted for extra funds for the treatment of oncological diseases. Here you can see that also a lot of nationwide discussions have been also generated just by these initiatives, like about property tax and road tax, and now big discussions are going on in two ministries about this. And I put in also one example about that one initiative caused the stop to anti-human rights legislature. And this is a very interesting case because I didn't mention it before, but sometimes the parties are already looking at the initiatives while they haven't even gathered the necessary amount of signatures yet. When it's past, for example, 5,000, parties are already checking the website and putting it on the agenda of the party meetings. So this is also very this is very good thing we have reached in these years. And actually one that kind of initiative that actually got just about 3,000 signatures allowed to stop this anti-human rights that was supposed to be accepted by the parliament. And a very important thing, when the initiative portal was launched in 2011, then one of the first initiatives was actually to put this participation mechanism in the parliament. So from then they supported this mechanism, and now they're mandatory to discuss and vote on every initiative that has collected 10,000 signatures. It's like mandatory thing. More facts. Overall, in almost these 6 years, 25 initiatives have been submitted to the parliament or other institution, and of them, 8 of them are now under consideration. This is a mistake. Actually, it's 11 initiatives have received the vote in the parliament and changed the law or made some new laws. Yes, over 70% of Latvia's population have visited this portal at least one time. Sometimes people do not vote, they just check the newest initiatives and the content of the portal, because some of them are actually afraid not to be anonymous, because everything is legitimate in our site, and people need to log in with their internet bank accounts. So Parliament can later say that yes, this is real people, these are our citizens, these are not some trolls. So sometimes people are afraid, and if they're from the state institutions, they're more afraid to show their opinion. For example, and also a lot of media comes almost every day to our portal and takes content out of it and write news, write about new initiatives. Yes, we can call ourselves financially self-sustainable because we operate on micro donations. It means that, for example, in 2016, you can see the numbers, more than 16,000 users donated us a small amount of donations. Usually the average donation is from €1 to €2, and the smallest amount that you can donate is 0.5. But I need to mention that everything on our website is for free, so you can freely submit your initiatives and freely vote. So it's your choice if you want to donate or not. Yeah, in almost 6 years, more than 646,000 signatures have been collected. And and as I said, 11 initiatives have actually made a change. The challenge for us has been and still is and will be is how to engage an ordinary, politically passive citizen of Latvia to not to participate in political processes just once in 4 years when there's elections, but do it every day, every week, every month. So this is actually a bit that is our answer, is to make make the platform user-centric, make the design not to change the citizens, not to change these passive, really bored with Latvian politics citizens, but actually to make a design that is developed from them. Because from the experience, I can say that people likes to spend not more than 2 minutes on our portal. It means that it likes to spend not more than 2 minutes on being politically active. So we make this initiative that is very easy understandable, very fast, and with nice pictures, so people are interested, and so they would be engaged and would understand what there is to see, and what is interesting for them to vote on. Yes, effective communication. We speak with media, we call them, we tell them the stories, we are teaching the authors how to do that themselves. Sometimes they need our help, but usually we are very proud when they are doing it themselves. They are telling the stories, they are sending out press releases, and the media are responding to them. So this is one important cornerstone, and the other one is effective communication with the government. We want to be friends with the government. We want to work not against them, but with them. So yes, and we are also, our organization is going to meetings at least once a year with every party to say to say them again that we are here, we are not going anywhere. So better, let's find a way how to work together. And yeah, this is very important. And also for the initiative authors, it is important to go to reach out for the parliamentarians, to speak with the deputies, and yeah, do this all often. Yes, sustainable. These are lessons for EU, by the way. Sustainable financial model. Find a way how to survive without the project grants, because we know that's a big issue. When they end, then there is no money and there is no project. We have found our approach. I believe that this is possible to find also similar approaches or other ways how to do this. And the last least is the bottom-up approach. And if the citizen wouldn't be engaged in the local issues, so why do you think he will want to vote for EU level political issues? So let's start from national level and then move up to the European Union. When the citizens will feel that they can change something in the environment they already live every day, they will believe it. Then they will also understand that they can change something to European level that is something more bigger. And yeah, so that is all from me. So if you have any questions.
I would say this is quite inspiring project you have, so really congratulations for what you've done. Are there any questions from the audience? Because since we have 2 minutes left, and I have a special request for you.
Okay.
Since this is a really nice project, can you maybe showcase in live, going to the internet, how your platform is working, and just make a case that, for example, we are all Latvian citizens, and we would now like to use this application. Can you just give us some impression what are the users' options, how you're using it? I know it's not in English, but anyway, just to get a basic idea.
Yes, we also have the Russian version, because we know that we want to integrate people who are also the citizens, but who speak Russian. And yes, that way we also translate everything in Russian, so they can be a part of our society and know what's happening on, because for them the ways how to participate is really restricted because of the language barriers. Yeah, this is pretty basic design since 2011, but we are working on it slowly. So yes, here is the news usually, and here are the initiatives. Now it's actually really topical two cities, they have like activists from two cities have made initiatives. One is to do not build a big supermarket next to the palace. This is for this one, and other is one to the Riga's mayor is please do not make a tram in the that will cross the cemetery. So yeah, we also trying to follow what's happening in the news and to look if there's some really hot discussion happening somewhere. We also say, hey, do you want to take this discussion and put it in my voice.lv to get actually a real support and change something. Yes, one more interesting thing we do is when to some initiatives when they get past 5,000 to find more arguments, we actually send out the messages to all the parties asking, hey, what do you think about this initiative? Because we already know that it's popular, we already know that it will go to parliament, so we are asking, what do you think? Do you approve them, or is there something wrong with them? And this is a way how we build more arguments for and against it. This is a way how we put more knowledge of the initiative to the voters and the supporters. And actually this is a good way how after they say that yes, of course we want to support this initiative, and after it goes to parliament, and if maybe they say in the parliament suddenly that they do not support it, we say, but come on, you said you supported it. So it's also a great content for the media, yeah, as well, of course, the general public.
So I, as a citizen, where do I start using this? I register?
Yeah, you start here.
Okay.
Or you start, I want to sign it, and then you choose your internet bank account. For those citizens, yeah, like there's two ways how you can read the initiative. You can see who have signed it. And
is that anonymous?
No, this is not anonymous. This is, we don't believe in anonymously. Yeah, we don't believe in that. We feel that you need to, yeah.
You provide your banking account so that you're not anonymous. So that you can control who is actually...
No, we could also, we could reach that goal also by allowing to sign by the media, social media. But the thing is to Parliament to accept this collective initiative, they need to prove that those who has signed it is actually a citizens of Latvia and to know their age. And that's why through banking system we provide this truth that we Latvians trust its bank system, and also Parliament trusts it, so they can actually, with the help of bank, after Parliament can check if these are real persons. We don't ask any money, we just advise them to donate to us. So we can operate.
That's why you get so many donations.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, it's not like sounded wrong, but if they don't want, they don't have to donate. This is a new feature we put to the immigrants that have emigrated away from Latvia, so they have their foreign bank, and also from this October they can also participate in the decision making and political processes.
And just final remark, is there a legal foundation in terms of legislation that allows you to collect signatures? So meaning, is there kind of is there any petition legislation which is officially recognizing 10,000 signatures as something that goes to the parliament?
Yes, it was accepted. It was the initiative that was accepted by Parliament when this platform was created. So now mandatory when these collective signatures reaches 10,000, they need to discuss it mandatory on Parliament and have a vote on them. So that's the one of the important cornerstone.
Yes, one question for Lisa, please.
No, I just wanted to say that I really welcome the idea that in Latvia it's not anonymous, because honestly I don't really think that, I think that people should contribute to democracy and also be responsible of the things that they say. And the fact that we see a lot of spams and trolls on Facebook, it's because you're behind an anonymous, profile, and it's very easy to say things behind a screen, and I don't think that this contributes to democracy. And I'm really because my idea of a platform would be that people register and that they take responsibility and accountability of whatever they say. But I just wanted to know from the Latvian experience if you've ever had people saying, I don't want to participate because I'm afraid that one day information might be held against me. For example, if I'm looking for a job and people have seen, my comments were in a certain way, in a certain political position or something like that. And this information on the internet is always public at a certain point. And, this could, and I don't participate in this platform because you don't give me the, privacy on my position.
Yeah. Actually true. Some people have said that, and that is also one of the reasons why some, but actually small amount is not really voting. They are afraid. In Latvia, if you work, for example, in some ministry, it means that the behind ministry is some party, and if the head of ministry would find you, look for you in every initiative, find you here, he would say, what are you supporting? Get out of my ministry, you won't work here anymore. So people are afraid, and people are also calling us and sending us ideas and telling, I know what's happening in this really bad state institution, but please can you write an initiative? We say, sorry, find someone who can write it for you, because he or she is just afraid to stand up for it. But
can you at least comment, participate anonymously, if not voting?
No, we don't have any comment sections. We have thought about this a lot, but right now with our resources we can't really provide a constructive discussion. So what we actually do is working for some of the initiatives. I don't know if it's for example working here. We have connected it to the Facebook, and then they go to Facebook and discuss this initiative. So that is one way how we have tried to find a solution.
It's integrated with other.
It's just with Facebook group, and everyone can do it.
So Anya, thank you very much for this really inspiring case. And then I would like to ask the next speaker.